Good afternoon. No flash. On behalf of the Francis Adelson Shakespeare Players and the HILR Musical Theater Group, I'm pleased to welcome you to this resplendent celebratory production honoring the 35th year anniversary of the founding of HILR. Today we bring you no murderous royals, no bloody corpses or suicidal heroines driven mad. Indeed, our heroine may be enraged, but hardly homicidal, and our hero wishes her no lasting harm. Taming of the Shrew, from its outset, has been a lightning rod for divergent views of its message on feminism. Is Petruchio a male chauvinist cowing Catherine into submission? Or, go back, we have a small malfunction. Okay, thank you. Is Petruchio a male chauvinist cowing Catherine into submission, or a lover setting out to liberate Kate from a dismal family situation and to establish a successful partnership with her? Is Catherine a mean-spirited woman intimidated by an overbearing suitor, or does she learn through Petruchio's elaborate tough love to be at peace with herself and with him in a bond of mutual respect? Germaine Greer, better known as the pioneer feminist author of The Female Eunuch, was also a Shakespearean scholar who came down solidly on the side that taming depicts the forging of a partnership between equals. Petruchio chooses Kate for her high mettle and must use wit and psychology in bringing her to trust him and to accept the bargain he offers. Today we will see the Shakespeare play interspersed with songs from Cole Porter's bright, splashy, flashy, and rather cynical musical, Kiss Me, Kate. Porter's saucy lyrics paint a different picture of the relationship between men and women than that depicted in the Shakespeare play. In our production, there are 4 Petruchios and 4 Kates for you to contend with, so don't be surprised when characters morph from one to another as actors. It's just another way HILR uses to exercise your brain. So please sit back now and drink in the exuberance of our performers. Let's go. On with the show.
This guy Shakespeare is, he wrote real good.
A troop of strolling players are we, no stars like William Shakespeare are we, but just a simple band who roams about the land, dispensing fol-de-rol frivolity. Mere folk who give distraction are we, no theater guild attraction are we, but just a crazy group that never ceases to droop around the map of Little Italy. We open in Venice, we next play Verona, then on to Cremona, lots of laughs in Cremona. Our next jump is Parma, that dopey-mopey menace, then Mantua, then Padua, then we open again. Where? We open in Venice, we next play Verona, then on to Cremona, lots of dough in Cremona. Our next stop is Parma, that stingy, dingy menace, then Mantua, then Padua, then we open again. Where? We open in Venice, we next play Verona, then on to Cremona, lots of whale in Cremona. Our next jump is Parma, that heartless, tartless menace, then Mantua, then Padua, then we open again. Where? In Venice!
Tranio! Cinch for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts. Here, let us breathe, and happily institute a course of learning and ingenious studies. And therefore, Tranio, for the time I study virtue, and that part of philosophy will I apply that treats of happiness by virtue specially to be achieved. And am to Padua come, as he that leaves a shallow lash, to plunge him in the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench his thirst.
Only, good master, while we do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics nor no stalks, I pray. No profit grows where no pleasure is ta'en.
Gramercy's, Tranio, well dost thou advise, but stay a while. What company is this?
Gentlemen, importune me no farther, for how I firmly am resolved you know. That is, not bestow my youngest daughter before I have a husband for the elder. If either of you both love Katerina, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
There, Hortensio, will you any wife?
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Mates made? How mean you that? No mates for you unless you were of meaner and milder mold.
I pray you, sir, in faith, sir, you shall never need to fear.
From all such devils, good Lord, deliver us.
Sister, content you in my discontent. Sir, to your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Oh, why will you mew her up, Signor Baptista, for this finger and make her bear the penance of her tongue?
Gentlemen, content you. I am resolved. Go in, Bianca. And for I know she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry, schoolmasters shall I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth.
You may go to the devil's den. Would that I had given him the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bed her, and rid the house of her. I've made a hall in all the leading rackets, from which rip-roaring rich I happen to be. And if thou wouldst attain the upper brackets, marry me, marry me, marry me.
My purse is yet to know a silver lining. Still lifeless is my wifeless family tree. But if for love unending thou art pining, marry me, marry me, marry me.
I come to thee, a thoroughbred patrician, still spraying my decaying family tree, to give a social boost to thy position. Marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me,
Marry me,
marry me,
marry me,
marry me,
marry me,
marry me.
I'm a maid who would marry and will take with no qualm any Tom, Dick, or Harry, any Harry, Dick, or Tom. I'm a maid mad to marry and will take double quick any Tom, Dick, or Harry, any Tom, Harry, or Dick.
I'm the man thou thou shouldst marry.
Howdy, Pop.
Howdy, Mom.
I'm the man thou shouldst marry.
Art thou Harry, Dick, or Tom?
I'm the man thou shouldst marry.
Howdy, pal.
Howdy, Dick.
Art thou Tom, Dick, or Harry?
Call me Tom, Harry, or Dick.
She's a maid who would marry and would no longer tarry.
She's a maid who would marry, hey, her hopes not miscarry. She's a maid mad to marry and will take double quick any Tom, Dick, or Harry. Any Tom, Harry, or Dick.
A dick, a dick, a dick, a dick,
I dig a dick, I dig a dick, I dig a dick, I dig a dick.
I pray, sir, it's possible that love should of a sudden take such a hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love and idleness. Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not this young, modest girl.
Master, you look so longingly on the maid. Perhaps you marked not what's the pith of all?
Oh yes, I saw a sweet beauty on her face.
Saw you no more? Marked you not how her sister began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears could hardly endure the din?
Tranio, I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay then, 'tis time to wake him from his trance.
Ah, Tranio, what a cruel father's he! But art thou not advised he took some care to get her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her?
Thou shalt be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is? May it be done?
Not possible. For who shall bear your part and be in Padua here, Vincentio's son?
Basta! Content thee, for I have it full. Thou shalt be master Tranio in my stead. Keep house and port and servants, as I should.
I am content to be Lucentio, for so well. I love Vincentio.
Tranio, be so, because Lucentio loves, and let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight has thralled my wounded eye. Sarah, where have you been?
Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen his? Or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, 'tis no time to jest. Your fellow Tranio here to save my life. Puts my apparel and my countenance on. You understand me?
Aye, sir. Narrow wit.
Here, Sarah grew me a knock, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Is there a man has rebuked your worship?
Villain, I say, knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir. Why, sir? What am I, sir, that should knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say, knock me at this gate and rap me well, or I'll knock your knaves hate.
Help, masters, help! My master is gone mad!
Now, knock when I bid you, Sarah, villain.
Petruchio, tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Such wind as scatters young men through the world to seek their fortunes farther than at home. Senor Hortensio, thus it stands with me. Antonio, my father, is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze, happily to wive and thrive as best I may. Senor Hortensio, twixt friends such as we, few words suffice. I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua. My wife has a bag of gold. Do I care if the bag be old? I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua.
He's come to wive it wealthily in Padua.
I heard you mutter zoons, a lonesome lad you are. Couldn't give me the slightest stuff if her eyes were near and rock. If she only could talk of clothes while she powders her goddamn new. I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua.
He's come to wive it wealthily in Padua.
I heard you say Gadzooks completely mad you are. Twouldn't give me the slightest chuck if her knees now and then should knock. If her eyes were a wee bit crossed, was she wearing the hair she lost? Still the damsel I make my dame. In the dark they are all the same. I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua. With a honey,
and a hey, hey, hey.
not to mention money, money for a rainy day. I've come to wive it wealthily in Padua.
I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife with wealth enough, and young and beauteous. Her only fault, and that is false enough, is that she is intolerable cursed. I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Hortensio, peace, thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough.
Her father is Baptista Manola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Caterina Manola, renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I will not sleep, Hortensio, till I see her.
Tarry, Petruchio, I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is.
Caterina the Cursed, a title for a maid, of all titles, the worst.
Now shall my friend Petruchio do me grace, and offer me disguised in sober robes to old Baptista as a schoolmaster, that so I may, by this device at least, have leave and leave here to make love to her, and unsuspected court her by herself. Petruchio, stand by a while.
All books of love, see that at any hand, and see that you read no other lectures too, or you understand me? This learning, now what a thing it is.
God save you, Signor Gremio.
And you are well met, Signor Hortensio. Trow thou whither I am going, to Baptista Manola. I have promised to inquire carefully about a schoolmaster for the young Bianca, and by very good fortune I have lighted upon this young man.
'Tis well, and I have met a gentleman hath promised me to help me to another, a fine musician to instruct our mistress. Yea, here is a gentleman who by chance I met will undertake to woo cursed Caterina, Yea, and to marry her, if her dowry please.
I know she is an irksome brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
But will you woo this wildcat?
Why came I hither but to that intent? Think thou a little wind? Think thou a little something? Think thou a little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not heard the wind puffed up with winds, rage like an angry boar chafed with sweat? And do you tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire?
Hortensio, hark! This gentleman is well arrived.
Gentlemen, God save you. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Signor Baptista Minola?
Sir, let me be so bold to ask you, did you yet ever see Baptista's daughter?
No, but here I do that he hath two. The one is famous for a scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first's for me. Let her go by.
I love no chiders, sir. Biondello, let's away. Sir, I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please ye we may contrive this afternoon, and quaff carouses to our mistress's health, and do as adversaries do in law, strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Oh, excellent motion. Fellows, let's be gone.
Of all thy suitors, here I charge thee. Tell whom thou lovest best. See thou dissemble not.
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, I've never yet beheld that special face which I could fancy more than any other.
Minion, thou liest. Is not Hortensio.
Oh, if you affect him, sister, here I swear I'll plead for you myself that you shall have him.
Oh, then belike you fancy riches more. You will have Gremio to keep you fair.
How Whence grows this insolence? Poor girl, Bianca, stand aside. Poor girl, she weeps. Why dost thou wrong her that did ne'er wrong thee? When did she cross thee with a cross word?
Her silence flouts me, and I'll be revenged.
What? In my sight? Bianca, get thee in.
What? Will you not suffer me? Nay, now I see. She is your treasure. She must have a husband. I must dance barefoot on her wedding day? No, talk not to me. I will go sit and weep till I can find occasion of revenge. I hate men. I can't abide 'em even now and then. Ever marry one of them, I'd rest a virgin rather. For husbands are a boring lot and only give you bother. Of course, I'm awfully glad that mother had to marry father. But I hate men. Of all the types I've ever met within our democracy, I hate the most the athlete with his manner bold and brassy. He may have hair upon his chest, but sister, so has lassie. Oh, I hate men. I hate men. Though I will not play the hen. You espouse an older man for girlish optimism. He'll always stay at home at night and make no criticism. Though you may call it love, the doctors call it rheumatism. Oh, I hate men. All the friends I never get from A to Z about 'em. Since love is blind and from the mind, oh, womankind should rout 'em. But ladies, you must answer to what would we do without 'em? Oh, I hate men. Ah!
Thus grieved as I.
Good morrow, neighbor Grumio. Batista, good morning.
Good morrow, neighbor Grimio. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, good sir, pray, have you not a daughter called Katerina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katerina.
I am a gentleman of Verona, sir. The hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behavior, I'm bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine, cunning in music and the mathematics, to instruct her fully in those sciences. His name is Licio, born in Mantua.
You're welcome, sir, and he for your good sake. But for my daughter Katerina, this I know. She is not for your turn, the more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you like not of my company.
Whence are you, sir? What may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name, Antonio's son, a man well known throughout all Italy.
Oh, I know him well. You are welcome for his sake.
To express the like kindness myself, whom more kindly beholden to you than any, freely given to you this young scholar, as cunning in Greek and Latin and other languages as the others in music and mathematics. Pray accept his service. His name is Cambio.
1,000 thanks, Signor Gremio. Welcome, good Cambio. But gentle sir, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir, the boldness is mine own, that being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor unto your daughter, unto Bianca, fair and virtuous. This liberty is all that I request, that upon knowledge of my parentage, I may have welcome amongst the rest that woo. And this small package of Greek and Latin books, if you accept them, then their worth is great.
Lucentio is your name. Of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, sir, son to Vincentio.
Oh, a mighty man of Pisa. By report, I know him well. You are very welcome, sir. You shall go see your pupils presently. Who will lead these gentlemen to my daughters, and tell them both, these are their tutors. Bid them use them well. We shall go walk a little in the garden, and then to dinner. You are passing welcome.
Signor Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. Then tell me, if I get your daughter's love, what dowry shall I have with her to wife?
After my death, the 1/2 of my lands. And in possession, 20,000 crowns.
Let specialities be therefore drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye, when the special thing is well obtained, that is her love. For that is all in all.
Why, that is nothing, for I tell you, Father, I am as peremptory as she proud-minded. For I am rough, and woo not like a babe.
Well mayest thou woo, and happy be thy speed. But be thou armed for some unhappy words. Now, my friend, why dost thou look so pale?
For fear, I promise you, if I look pale.
What? Will my daughter prove a good musician?
I think she'll sooner prove a soldier.
Why then thou canst not break her to the lute.
Why no? For she hath broke the lute. Come in.
Now, by the world, it is a lusty wench. I love her 10 times more than e'er I did. Oh, how I long to have some chat with her.
Signor Petruchio, will you go with us, or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
I pray you do. I will attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail. Why then I'll tell her plain, she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. If she do bid me pack, I'll give her thanks, as though she bid me stay by her a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask the bands, and when be married. But here she comes, and now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
They call me Katerina that do talk of me.
You lie, in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the cursed, but Kate the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Take this of me, Kate, of my consolation, hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs. Myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? Ha, in good time. Let him who moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first. You were a movable.
Why was it movable?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Oh, asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you. Come, come, you wasp. In faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
Oh, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
Oh, in his tongue.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
Let me go. I chafe you if I tarry.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough and coy and sullen, and now I find report a very liar, for thou art pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, but slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your father hath consented that you shall be my wife, your dowry agreed on, and will you, nill you, I will marry you.
Oh.
Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn, for by this light, where I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well, thou must be married to no man but me, for I am he am born to tame you, Kate. Here comes your father, never make denial. I must and will have Katerina to my wife.
Now, Signor Petruchio, how speed you with my daughter?
How but well, sir, how but well. It were impossible I should speed amiss.
How now, daughter Katerina, in your dumps?
Call you me daughter? I promise you, you have showed a tender fatherly regard to wish me wed to one half lunatic.
Father, 'tis thus. Yourself and all the world that talked of her have talked amiss of her. If she be cursed, it is for policy, for she's not froward, but modest as the dove. She is not hot, but temperate as the morn. And to conclude, we have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday
Hark,
first.
Petruchio, she says she'll see thee hang first.
Be patient, gentlemen. I choose her for myself. If she and I be pleased, what's that to you? 'Tis bargain twixt us twain, being alone, that she shall still be cursed in company. I tell you, 'tis incredible to believe how much she loves me. Oh, the kindest Kate, she hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss she vied so fast, protesting oath on oath, that in a twink she won me to her love. Give me the hand, Kate. I will into Venice to buy apparel against the wedding day.
I know not what to say, but give me your hands. God send you joy, Petruchio. 'Tis a match.
Amen, say we will be witnesses.
Father and wife and gentlemen, adieu. I will to Venice. Sunday comes apace. We will have rings and things and fine array, and kiss me, Kate. We will be married a Sunday. So kiss me, Kate, thou lovely Lou, ere we start on our honeymoon. So kiss me, Kate, darling devil divine, for now thou shalt ever be mine.
I'll never be thine.
Kiss me, Kate, thou lovely Lou, ere you start on our honeymoon.
Way.
So kiss me, Kate, darling devil divine.
We drop dead.
For now thou shalt ever be.
Now I shall never be.
Now thou shalt ever be.
Now I shall never be. Thine.
Yes, mine.
Not thine.
Yes, mine.
You swine.
Yes, mine.
She called him a swine.
So kiss me, Kate.
Crack your pate.
Oh, please don't pout.
I'll knock you out.
My priceless prize.
I'll block your
Oh,
eyes.
kiss me quick.
Your rump I'll kick.
Oh, kiss him.
Louder.
He's not her dish, he's not her dish. Oh, kiss him.
Louder.
A type of fish she would not wish. Oh, kiss him.
Dastard.
What's that we heard? What's that we heard? Oh, kiss him.
Bastard.
Okay, that's a naughty word. So kiss me.
Kiss him.
Kiss me.
Kiss him.
Kiss me.
Kiss him. Kiss him.
Never, 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 never.
Kiss him, Kate. Kiss him. 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 Kiss.
No. No.
Ah, kiss him.
Never was match clapped up so suddenly, but now, Caesar Baptista, to your younger daughter, now is the day we long have looked for. I am your neighbor, and I was suitor first.
And I am one that love Bianca more than words can witness or your thoughts can guess.
Content you, gentlemen. I will compound this strife. 'Tis deeds must win the day, and he of both who can assure my daughter greatest dower shall have my Bianca's love.
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished with plate and with gold, basins and ewers to lave her dainty hands. Then at my farm I have 100 milch kine to the pail, 6 score fat oxen standing in my stalls. Myself am struck with years, I must confess, but if I should die tomorrow, all this will be hers, so long as whilst I live she shall be only mine.
That only came well in. List to me, sir. I am my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter to my wife, she will have houses, 3 or 4 as good, besides 2,000 ducats of the year by fruitful land, all which shall be her jointure.
1,000 ducats by the year of land. Nay, I have offered all, I have no more, and she can have no more than all I have. But, if you like, she shall have me in mine.
Why, then the maid is mine before all the world by your firm promise. Premio is out vide.
I must confess, your offer is the best, and let your father make her the assurance she is your own. Else, you must pardon me, if you should die before him, where's her dower? I am thus resolved. On Sunday next, you know, my daughter Katerina will be married. Now, on the Sunday following, will Bianca be bride to you, if you this assurance? If not, Senor Gremio. So I take my leave, and thank you both.
Adieu, good neighbor, adieu. Now, sir, a young gamester, I fear thee not. Thy father were a fool to give thee all in this waning age set foot under thy table. A toy. An old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy.
A vengeance on your crafty withered hide. I see no reason but suppose Lucentio must get a father called supposed Vincentio. A child shall get a sire, if I fail not of my cunning.
Fiddler, forbear! You grow too forward, sir. Have you so soon forgot the entertainment her sister Katerina welcomed you withal?
Sirrah, I will not bear these braves of thine.
Gentlemen, you do me double wrong to strive for that which resteth in my choice. And to cut off all strife, here, sit we down, take you your instrument, play you the whiles. His lecture will be done ere you have tuned.
You'll leave his lecture with my instruments in tune.
That will be never. Tune your instrument.
Where left we last?
Here, madam. Hic ibat Samois. Hic est Segea Talis.
Construe them.
Hic ibat. As I told you before. Samois. I am Lucentio. Hic est. Son unto Vincentio of Pisa. Segea Talis. Disguised us to get your love.
Madam, my instruments in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, fie, the treble jars. Now let me see if I can construe it. Ic ibat Samois, I know you not. Extiterit priamus, take heed he hear us not. Celsa senis, despair not.
Madam, sorry, 'tis now in tune.
Oh, but the bass!
The bass is right. 'Tis the bass knave that jars.
Mistress, your father prays you leave your books and help to dress your sister's chamber up. You know tomorrow is the wedding day.
Farewell, sweet masters both. I must be gone.
Faith, mistress, and I have no cause to stay.
But I have cause to pry into this pedant. Methinks he looks as though he were in love.
There will be a 10-minute promptly please intermission.
No, two of them.
Can you hear all right? I've changed you're all right. You're all right. I haven't been on yet. We turn off the sound. You're listening to this? We have one person.
He was ever mischievous. Oh, I bet. Mischievous. Oh, yes, he's a bad one. Let's hope so, because we got to have a little life around here. You know what I was saying about
I remember
Yankees?
being mischievous then.
Oh, yeah.
Is
that a bad reputation?
I think it only happened after I grew up.
No, that's, I consider that a good reputation. That's what we want, is a little color, a life. Yes, right. Bennett? Michael Bennett. Yeah, he is. That's Michael Bennett.
No.
No, Michael Bennett. Yes.
The guy who's head of the HILR.
Oh, Shenagle?
Shenagle.
Yeah.
I said, that's what I said, Chicana.
Have you ever been in one of these? Yeah, I was.
You've been in one?
Yeah. A couple times. Yeah. It's a lot of time. It does, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah. We have a good time.
What one were you in?
I was in, was it last year? And then the year before, 2 years. Yeah. First one I had a solo for the singing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the second one, I was in the chorus. They were all dancing around a lot. It was just a lot of fun. Yeah. But you're always a soloist when it comes to the Democratic National songs.
I used to be able to sing. I don't know if I can sing.
Oh yeah. Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, I can carry it.
So that's all you need.
That's all you need here.
You don't have to carry around a bag of groceries, just the two.
I know.
Well, thanks for finding my purse.
Not a big step.
So then they took you. I only left that was right before I got really there he is.
Hi, Mike. Take this chair. How do you like it? This is center page. So you can tell it. I think they're anyway, I think they're 100% better than I thought they were. Oh, I'm impressed. You know, I think they need a press. Oh, I'm here.
I'm a little disappointed that Jake doesn't have a bigger part, because here he's been absenting himself from our classes as if he knew something more than what I.
Well, don't tell him that.
I'm not going to say, I wouldn't say a word.
Who is he?
He is Bordinello. Bonello.
What is the servant?
He's one of the servants who doesn't say anything.
He doesn't even speak French or German.
No, I don't like that. He's a good German. Where do you learn German?
In der Schule. In der Schule.
Both Schule.
In high school.
Oh, really? You're good.
But, you know, I've taken a couple courses in German.
Oh, really? See, I don't really, I've never had, I may have had one, well, I'll tell you, my history, my father is from but I was so proud of him when I said so that's
It's about
I often thought, but it takes a lot of time. It's a very lot of fun.
Guys in Germany, it's simple. Really, it's awesome. French I had 4 years ago. It took 2 years. Oh, really? You're doing very well with it. Oh. No. No. But yeah.
Kind of join our French.
You know what I really like?
This zooming in and panning is much better.
Oh,
so
okay.
Let's talk about it. The problem is I kind of know the play and I know what's coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll have to have a light or something here.
Okay. Yeah, I've got one of those neck lights that I use reading. I can bring in.
Because I'm really sort of saying I know. Okay, I was using my first and not moving a lot, not sitting in the future. You know, trying to keep it.
Are you in this one?
I am, but I'm in this
Are we a talented bunch?
Oh, I see. I see.
How much longer do we have? I forgot to feed my meter, but it's okay. I'll okay.
I'm gonna go check this setting.
You're right.
Very much. I'm sorry to be such a pain in the neck, but I usually am anyway. Oh, yes.
Act 2.
Bravo.
Girls today in society go for classical poetry to win
their hearts you must walk with ease. Aeschylus, and Euripides, one must know Homer and leave me bold. Sophocles, also Sappho, unless you know Shelley and Keats and Pope. Dainty Debbie's will call you a dope, but the poet of them all, who will stardom simply raving, is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Oh, brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting it now. Shakespeare and the women you will wow. Just declaim a few lines from Othello, and they'll think you're a hell of a fella.
If your blonde won't respond when you flatter her, tell her what Tony told Cleopatra.
If she bites when her clothes you are mussing, but our clothes much ado about nothing. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow.
If you can't be a ham and do Hamlet, they will not give a damn or a damlet.
Recite an occasional sonnet, and your lap will have honey upon it. If your baby is pleading for pleasure, let her sample your measure for measure. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. Forsooth, and they'll all kowtow.
Signor Lucentio, this is the appointed day that Caterina and Petruchio should be married, and yet we hear not of our son-in-law.
No shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand, as opposed against my heart, unto a mad-brained rudesby full of spleen, who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. And now must the whole world point at poor Caterina and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife. If it would please him to come and marry her. Oh!
Go, go, girl. I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint. Much more a shrew of thy impatient humor.
Master, news, old news, and such news as you never heard of. Why, Petruchio's coming, in a new hat and an old jerkin, a pair of old breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckled, another laced, an old rusty sword taken out of the town armory with a broken hilt, and shapeless.
I'm glad he's come, howsoe'er he comes.
Who's at home?
Welcome, sir.
Not so well apparelled as we wish you were.
But where is Kate? Where is my lovely bride? How does my father?
Why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First were we sad, fearing you would not come. Now sadder to see you so unprovided. I doff this habit, shame to your estate, and eyesore to our solemn festival.
And what occasion of import hath all so long detained you from your wife?
Tedious it were to tell, and harsh to hear. Sufficeth, I am come to keep my word. But where is Kate? I stayed too long from her. The morning wears. 'Tis time we were at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber and put on clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me. Thus I'll visit her.
But thus I trust you will not marry her.
Good sooth, even thus. Therefore, had done with words. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. But what a fool am I to chat with you, when I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss.
I am to get a man, whate'er he be, and he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and give assurance here in Padua of greater sums than I have promised thee. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, and marry sweet Bianca with consent. Signor Grumio, came you from the church, and is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
A bridegroom, a groom indeed, a grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find.
Cursed the Chiboy, 'tis impossible.
I will tell you, Sir Vincentio, when the priest should ask if Caterina should be his wife, aye, God's wounds, quoth he, and swore so loud that the priest, all amazed, let fall the book. And as he stooped to pick it up again, the mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell book, priest, and book. This done, he seized his bride about the neck and gave her such a clamorous smack upon the lips that on the parting all the church did echo. Never was mad a marriage before.
Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today, and have prepared great store of wedding cheer. But so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and therefore here I mean to take my leave.
Is it possible you will away tonight?
Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and farewell to you all.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you shall entreat me stay, but yet not stay, and treat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
Grumio, my horse!
Oh, nay then, do what thou canst. I'm not going to go today, no, nor tomorrow, not till I please myself. The door is open, sir. There lies your way. As for me, I'll not be gone till I please myself.
O Kate, content thee, prithee, be not angry.
I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Father, be quiet. He shall stay my leisure.
Aye, merry sir, now it begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see that a woman may be made a fool if she had not a spirit to resist.
Be mad and merry, or go hang yourselves. But my bonny Kate, she must with me. I'll bring mine action on the proudest he that stops my way in Padua.
Oh.
Grumio, draw forth thy weapon, we are beset with thieves. Rescue thy mistress if thou be a man. Fear not, sweet wench, they shall not touch thee, Kate.
Nay, let them go. A couple of quiet ones.
Of all mad matches, never was the like.
Mistress, what's your opinion of your sister?
That being mad herself, she is madly mated.
Come, gentlemen, let's go.
Was ever a man so weary? Ho, Curtis!
Is my master and his mistress coming, Grumio?
Aye, Curtis, aye. Therefore, fire!
Is she so hot a wench as she's reported?
She was good, Curtis, before this frost.
Ah! Where be these knaves? Why, no man endured to hold my stirrup, nor to take my horse.
Here, sir!
Here, sir.
Here, sir!
Here, sir, here, sir, here, sir, here, sir. What? No attendance, no regard, no duty. Where's the foolish knave I sent before?
Here, sir, as foolish as before.
You peasant swain, you horse and malt-horse drudge. Go, rascals, go. And fetch my supper in. Where's the life that late I led? Where are those Come, Kate. Sit down. Welcome.
Since he reached the charming age of puberty and began to finger feminine curls, like a show that's typically Schuberty, he has always had a multitude of girls. But now that a married man at last is he, how aware of his dear departed past is he. Where is the life that late he led? Where's it now?
Totally dead.
Where's the fun he used to find? Where's it gone?
Gone with the wine.
A married life may all be well, but raising an heir can never compare with raising a bit of hell. So I repeat what first I said. Where is the life that late in dear Milano? Where are you, Momo? Still selling those pictures of the scriptures in the Duomo. And Carolina, where are you, Lena? Still peddling your pizza in the streets of Taormina. And in Firenze, where are you, Alice? Still there in your pretty, itty, bitty, bitty, bitty palace. And sweet Lucretia, so young and gay. What scandalous doings in the ruins of Pompeii. Where's the life that late he led? Where's it now? Totally dead. Where's the fun he used to find? Where's it gone? Gone with the wine. He'd oft been told of nuptial bliss, but what do you do? 1:45, with only a shrew to kiss. So I repeat what first I said. Where is the life at late he led?
When I say, nay, good sweet Kate, sit down. Be merry. Where's my slippers? Shall I have some water? Come, Kate, and wash. Oh, what? Your horse and billet, will you let it drop?
Patience, I pray you. 'Twas a fault unwilling.
A horse and beetle-headed, a lap-eared knave. Oh, come, sit down, Kate. I know you have a stomach. Come on, come on. Will you give thanks, sweet Kate, or else shall I? What's this? Mutton. I. Who brought it? I. That is burnt! And so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where's the rascal cook? There, take it to you. Trenches, cups, and all.
I pray you, husband, be not so disquiet. The meat was well if you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, 'twas burnt and dried away, and I expressly am forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler. Planteth anger. Be patient. Tomorrow it shall be mended, and for tonight we'll fast for company. Come, I will bring thee to thy bridal chamber.
Peter, didst ever see the like?
Oh, he kills her in her own humor.
Where is he?
In her chamber, making a sermon of competency to her, and rants and swears and rates, that she, poor soul, knows not which way to stand, to look, to speak, and sits as one new risen like the moon. Away, away, for he comes hither.
Thus have I politically begun my reign. 'Tis my hope to end successfully. She had no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept none, but tonight she shall not. As with the meat, some undeserved fault I'll find about the making of the bed. Aye. And amid this hurly, I intend that all is done in reverent care of her. This is a way to kill a wife with kindness. And thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humor. He that knows better how to tame a shrew, now let him speak. His charity to show.
Is possible, friend Licio, that Mistress Bianca doth fancy any other but Lucentio? I tell you, she doth bear me fair in hand.
Sir, to satisfy you in what I have said, stand by and mark the manner of his teaching.
What master read you? First resolve me that.
I read that I profess the art of love.
And may you prove, sir, master of your art.
While you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart. From this moment on, you for me, dear.
Only two for tea, dear.
From this moment on, from this happy day, no more blue songs,
only whoop-de-doo songs.
From this moment on,
for you've got the love I need so much.
Got the skin I love to touch.
Got the arms to hold me tight.
Got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment on.
Oh, despiteful love, unconstant womankind, I tell thee, Licio, this is wonderful.
Mistake no more. I am not Licio. Know, sir, that I am called Hortensio.
Signor Hortensio, I have often heard of your entire affection to Mistress Bianca, and since mine eyes are witness of her likeness, I will, with you, if you be so contented, forswear her love forever.
Kindness in women, and not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so I take my leave in resolution, as I swore before.
If faith, he'll have a lusty widow now that shall be wooed and wedded in a day.
God give him joy.
Master, I have watched so long that I am dog-weary. But at last I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill. We'll serve the turn.
I'll make him glad to seem Vincentio and give assurance to Baptista Minola as if he were the right Vincentio. Take in your love and then let me alone.
What say you, sir?
And you, sir, you are welcome. What countryman, I pray?
Of Mantua.
Of Mantua, sir? Marry, God forbid, and come to Padua, careless of your life?
My life, sir? How, I pray? For that goes hard.
'Tis death for anyone in Mantua to come to Padua. Know you not the cause? 'Tis marvel but that you are but newly come, else you'd heard it proclaimed about. Well, sir, to do you courtesy, this will I do, and this I will advise you. First, tell me, have you ever been at Pisa?
Aye, sir, in Pisa have I often been.
Among them know you one Vincentio?
I know him not, but I've heard of him. A merchant of incomparable wealth.
He is my father, sir, and sooth to say, in countenance somewhat doth resemble you. This, by the way, I let you understand, my father is here looked for every day to pass assurance in a dower of marriage twixt me and one Baptista's daughter here. In all these circumstances, I'll instruct you. Go with me to clothe you as becomes you.
No, no, forsooth, I dare not for my life.
The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. What, did he marry me to famish me? And I, who never knew how to entreat, nor ever needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat, giddy for lack of sleep, with oaths kept waking, and with brawling fed. That which spites me more than all these wrongs, he does it under name of perfect love. I prithee, go and get me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
Dish that I do love to feed upon.
Aye, but the mustard is too hot a little.
Why, then the beef, and let the mustard rest.
Nay, then I will not. You shall have the mustard, or you'll get no beef of Grumio.
Then both, or one, or anything thou wilt.
Why then, the mustard without the beef.
Oh! Go, get thee gone, thou false, deluding slave that feeds me with the very name of meat! Sorrow on thee and all the pack of you!
Well, there's my Cade. Oh, what sweeting all aboard. Oh, pluck up thy spirits. Look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, thou seest how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. Hortensio, eat it up all if thou lovest me. Okay, eat apace. And now, my honey love, will we return unto thy father's house with silken coats and caps and golden rings, with ruffs and cuffs and farthingales and things. Ah! What hast thou died? The tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body with his ruffling treasure. Come, tailor, let us see these ornaments. Ah, show forth the gown. Oh, mercy, gad! What masking stuff is here? Oh, what's this? A sleeve? Why, it is like a demi-cannon. Ah! What? Up and down, carved like an apple tart? What, snip and nip and cut and swish and slush? Why, what in devil's name, Taylor? Coleslaw, yes! I'll none of it. It's make your best of it.
I never saw a better fashioned gown. More quaint, more pleasing, and more commendable. Belike, you mean to make a puppet of me.
Why, true. He means to make a puppet of me!
Oh! The lady said your worship means to make a puppet of her.
Oh, monstrous arrogance! Thou liest, thou thread, thou thimble! What, braved in thine own house with a skein of thread? Away, thou rag, thou quantity, thou remnant! I tell thee, that thou hast marred her gown.
Your worship is deceived. The gown is made just as my master had ordered.
Hortensio, says I will see the tailor paid. Go, take it hence. Be gone, and say no more.
Tailor, I'll pay thee for thy gown in the morning. Take no unkindness of his hasty words.
Come, my king, we will unto thy father's house, even in these honest mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, our garments poor. For 'tis the mind that makes the body rich. And as the sun breaks through the darkest clouds, so honor peereth in the meanest habit. Therefore, frolic, we will henceforth wed to sport and feast us at thy father's house. Let me see. I think 'tis now some 7 o'clock, and well may we come there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2, and 'twill be supper time ere you come there.
It shall be 7 ere I go to horse. Look, what I speak or do or think to do, you're still crossing it. Sirs, let it alone. I will not go today. And ere I do, it shall be what o'clock I say it is.
Why, so this gallant will command the sun.
And hast thou done thy errand to Baptista?
I told him that your father was in Venice, and that you looked for him this day in Padua.
That thou art a tall fellow. Hold thee that to drink. Here comes Baptista, sir. Set your countenance, sir. Signor Baptista, you are happily met. Now, sir, this is the gentleman I told you of. I pray you stand good father to me now, and give me Bianca for my patrimony.
Soft son. Sir, by your leave, having come to Padua to gather in some debts, my son Lucentio made me acquainted with a weighty cause of love between your daughter and himself. I am content, in a good father's care, to have him matched.
The match is made. All is done. Your son shall have my daughter with consent.
Then at my lodging, and it like you, there doth my father lie. And there this night we'll pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter by this servant here. My boy shall fetch the scrivener presently.
It likes me well. Biondello, hie thee home and bid Bianca make her ready straight. I follow you.
Cameo! What sayest thou, Biondello?
Then thus, Baptista is safe, talking to the deceiving father of the deceitful son. His daughter is to be brought by you to the supper. The old priest of St. Luke's church is at your command, all hours.
I may and will, if she be so contented.
Come on, in God's name, once more toward our fathers. Good Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon.
The moon? The sun. It is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now, by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be moon or star or what I list, or ere I journey to your father's house. Evermore crossed and crossed, nothing but crossed.
Say as he says, or we shall never go.
Forward, I pray, since we have come so far, and be it moon or sun, or what you please, and if you please to call it a rush candle, henceforth I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay then, you lie. It is the blessed sun.
Then God be blessed, it is the blessed sun. But sun it is not, when you say it is not, and the moon changes, even as your mind. What you will have it named, even that it is, and so it shall be so for Katerina.
Petruchio, go thy ways. The field is won.
But soft, company is coming here. Good morrow, gentle mistress, where away? Tell me true, sweet king, and tell me truly too. Hast thou beheld so fresh a gentlewoman? Such war twixt red and white within her cheeks? What stars do spangle heaven with such beauty? Sweet king, embrace her for her beauty's sake.
Young budding virgin, fair and fresh and sweet. Happy the parents of so fair a child, happier the man whom favorable stars allot thee for his lovely bedfellow.
Why, how now, Kate? I hope thou art not mad. This is a man. Old, wrinkled, faded, withered. And not a maiden, as thou sayest he is.
Pardon, old father, my mistaking eyes that have been so bedazzled with the sun that everything I look on seemeth green. Now I perceive thou art a reverend father. Pardon, I pray thee, for my mad mistaking.
Good old grandsire, which way thou travellest, if along with us we shall be joyful of thy company.
Fair sir, you my merry mistress, that with your strange encounter much amazed me. My name is called Vincentio. By dwelling Pisa, and bound I am for Padua, there to visit a son of mine, which long I have not seen.
Oh, what is his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
Happily we met. The happier for thy son, for now by law as well as reverend age, I may entitle thee my loving father. The wife to my the sister to my wife, this gentlewoman, thy son by this hath married.
But is it true? Or else is it your pleasure, like pleasant travellers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
Oh, come, go along and see the truth hereof. Sir, here is the door. This is Lucentio's house. My father's bears more toward the marketplace. Thither must I, and here I leave you, sir.
Oh, you shall not choose but drink before you go. I think I shall command your welcome, dear.
What is he that knocks as he would beat down the gate?
Is Signor Lucentio within, sir?
He's within, sir, but not to be spoken withal.
I pray you, tell Signor Lucentio that his father is come from Pisa and is here at the door to speak with him.
Right. His father's come from Padua and here looking out at the window.
Oh, how is father?
Aye, sir. So his mother says, if I may believe her.
Why, how now, gentlemen? This is flat knavery to take upon you another man's name.
Lay hands on the villain. I believe it means to cousin somebody in this city under my countenance.
Oh, I have seen them in the church together. God send them good shipping. But who is here? My old master Vincentio. Now we are undone and brought to nothing.
Come hither, you rogue. What, have you forgot me?
Forgot you? No, sir, I could not forget you, for I never saw you before in all my life.
Oh, you notorious villain. Didst thou never see thy master's father, Vincentio?
What, my old, worshipful old master? Yes, marry, sir, see where he looks out of the window.
Oh, is so indeed.
Sir, what are you that offer to beat my servant?
Vincentio, he has murdered his master. Lay hands on him, I charge you in the Duke's name. My son, my son. Tell me, you notorious villain, where is my son Lucentio?
Call forth an officer. Carry this mad knave to the jail. Signor Baptista, I charge you, see he before coming.
Carry me to the jail?
Away with the daughter, to the jail with him.
The strangers may be hailed and abused. Oh, notorious villain.
Oh, you're spoiled, and yonder he is. Deny him, forswear him, or else we are all undone.
Pardon, sweet father.
Pardon, dear father.
How hast thou offended? Where is Lucentio?
Here's Lucentio. Right son to the right Vincentio, that have by marriage made thy daughter mine.
But tell me, is not this my Cambio?
Cambio has changed into Lucentio.
Love wrought these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my state with Tranio, while he did bear my countenance in a town. And happily I have arrived at the last unto the wished haven of my bliss.
I'll slit the villain's nose that would have sent me to the jail.
But do you hear, sir? Have you married my daughter without asking my goodwill?
Oh, fear not, Baptista, we will content you, go to. But I will in to be revenged for this villainy.
Oh, look not pale, Bianca. Thy father will not frown.
Husband, let's follow to see the end of this ado.
First kiss me, Kate, and then we will.
What, in the midst of the street?
What, art thou ashamed of me?
No, sir, God forbid, but ashamed to kiss.
Why then, let's home again. Come, sir, let's away.
Nay, I will give thee a kiss. Now, pray, my love, stay.
Is not this well? Come, my sweet Kate.
So long our jarring notes agree, and time it is when raging wars are done, to smile at scapes and perils overblown. My fair Bianca, bid my father welcome, while I with self-same kindness welcome thine. Brother Petruchio, sister Caterina. And thou, Hortensio, with thy loving widow, feast with the best, and welcome to my house.
Nothing but drink and eat and eat. Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Now, for my life, Hortensio, here's his widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world goes round.
I pray you, tell me what you meant by that.
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. Now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right, I mean you.
To her, Kate. Our remarks, my Kate, does put her down.
Now in good sadness, son Petruchio, I think thou hast the merriest shrew of all.
Well, I think not. And therefore, for assurance, let's each one send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come at first, when he does send for her, shall win the wager, which we will propose.
Content. What is the wager?
100 then.
The match 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
That will I. So, Biondello, bid your mistress come to me.
I go.
Son, I'll be your half, Bianca comes.
I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. Oh, now, what news?
Sir, my mistress bids me send you word that she is busy and she cannot come.
How? She is busy and she cannot come. Is that an answer?
Silla Biondello, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat her. Nay, then she must needs come.
I am afraid, sir. Do what you can. Yours will not be entreated.
What?
Now, where's my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Worse and worse, she will not come. Oh, vile, intolerable, not to be endured. Siragrumio, go to your mistress. Say, I command her to come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
Now, by my holy dame, here comes Caterina.
What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go fetch them hither. If they deny to come, swinge me them soundly forth unto their husbands. Away, I say, and bring them hither straight.
Here is a wonder, if you talk of a wonder.
And so it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Marry, peace it bodes, and love, quiet life, and awful rule and right supremacy.
Now fair befall thee, good Petruchio.
See where she comes, and brings your froward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Caterina, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come, come, you're mocking. We will have no telling.
Fie, fie. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes. It blots thy beauty, as frost do bite the meat. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor, both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms, the day in cold, whilst thou liest warm at home, secure and safe. I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war where they should kneel for peace. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, come, you froward and unable worms, my mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart is great, my reason haply more, to bandy word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws, our strength is weak, our weakness past compare, that seeming to be most, which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for 'tis no boot, and place your hand below your husband's foot. In token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready, may it do him ease.
Why, there's a wench. Come on, and kiss me, Kate. So kiss me, Kate, and twice and thrice, ere we start living in paradise. Kiss me, Kate, darling angel divine. For now thou shalt ever be. Now thou shalt ever be. Now thou shalt ever be. Mine, darling mine, and she is mine, and she is mine. All mine.
Have a wonderful evening.